Hey everyone, how is everybody doing today? I am sitting here getting ready to create a candy bouquet for my grandson. So I don't know if anybody knows how to make one of those or not, but this is going to be my first time making one. He wants. I asked him what he wanted, or actually his mom asked him what he wanted, and I guess he said he wanted a candy bouquet. So that's what I'm going to do. Hey Roger, how are you, love? Glad to see you here today. Hey, Freestyle. Or, I'm sorry, I said that wrong. Freeside. Hey, Barbarian's wife. How are you, sweetheart? Glad to see everybody today. I am, like I was just saying a few minutes ago, I'm going to start getting ready to, hey, seen it before. I'm going to make this candy bouquet for my grandson for his graduation. He's going to be graduating 8th grade on Friday. So I'm super, super stoked, super excited, and I am going to record it. What candies am I doing? So let me see if I can share a picture of what I'm going to create, or what I hope it's going to look like when I'm done. And I will take a picture of it when I'm done with it and see if you guys like it or not. I'm not doing it right now. I'm doing it here in a little while. I'm going to take a nap first. Let me see here if I can find it. But yeah, he likes candy and stuff like that. So his mom had gotten him flowers for his band concert, and he kind of was like embarrassed, I guess you'd say. So he didn't like that. Hey Tater, how you doing, honey? Glad you're here. He didn't like it, I guess, so much. So I guess he wants something different. So let me see if I can show my screen of what we've got here. So this is what I'm going for without it being pink, though. Let's see. Can you guys see that? That's what I'm aiming for. I got a vase. Mom, the mom, his mom, the mom got a vase for me, and then she got some of this ribbon stuff here, and we've got all these candy bars that he likes, and he doesn't really like a whole lot of chocolate, so we only got him Reese's, but we've got what else did we get? Oh, he likes those little what are they called? The pistachio nuts. So I'm going to put those on the sticks. So all of these right here are on skewers. So you basically tape the candy or the nuts or whatever you want to put on skewers. And then she got navy blue ribbon for his school, because that's the color of his school. And she got filler for this. So what you do with the skewers is you stick the skewers inside of this foam that's underneath here. She got little glass gems to put in there to make it look really cool. Hey, Fancy, how are you, sweetheart? Happy Wacky Wednesday. So I'm not sure if we're going to fill the bottom with just like sweet tarts, because he loves sweet tarts, or those Smartie type candies, or if to cover up the what's that thing called? Oh, hang on. So I'm not sure if we're gonna fill this in with the little gemstones that she got, or if we're going to fill it with Smarties or something, like that. So I'm not real sure what we're gonna do yet. But I'm gonna try to take pictures of it after I'm done with it and everything, so that I'm gonna post them on my community wall and see if you guys like it or whatever, and see if it turns out anything like what that picture looked like. Minus it'll have, like, so he doesn't like chocolate a whole lot. The only chocolate he likes is Reese's. He likes like the Swedish Fish and what are those things called? Airheads and warheads and all that stuff like that. That's what he likes. What's going on with seen it before? Let's see here. 2 times I've gotten to be in the NICU with her. She has been cuddly. Aw, not so much today. Not so much crying today. Still not interested in eating a whole lot. That's so sad. She'll be fine. I promise. She will get through this. You know, it took a long time for her to get this way, and it's going to take a little while for her to get out of it. But she'll do good. I promise. I know I say I promise, but if my grandson can make it, I know she can. You know, it's the sad thing about that stuff. Yours were the same way. They want junk food, but not so much chocolate. Yeah. See, our kids never really, my daughter, both my daughters and my sons, none of them really ate chocolate. They were more like Swedish fish or, you know, gummy type things. They didn't eat a whole lot of chocolate, which thank goodness for that, because I don't like a whole lot of chocolate either. So what's everybody doing today? Hey, Double Shot, how are you, honey? Anybody have any exciting news that they want to share or want to talk about? I was nursing a major migraine yesterday and the day before. She had surgery Friday to put a shunt in her head to drain into her tummy. She's been very unhappy since, but today seems a little better. So does she have hydrocephalus at this point? Picking up house keys and moving today. Right on. Oh, I'm doing marvelous today. My head is not hurting whatsoever. See, my son, my own child, was born with hydrocephalus, and it was because, so when Paxil first came out, in the early 2000s, Paxil had just, I'm the first to understand. Yeah, I know about hydrocephalus, and I know about how they put a shunt in to drain into their stomach, or, you know, a lot of times, their baby's body will absorb the extracranial fluid, but sometimes a shunt is required, and apparently in this case it was. My son was born with hydrocephalus, and the reason why he was born with it was because I was put on Paxil right before I got pregnant for depression, and then I took it. And the doctor said it was safe to take while you were pregnant. Okay. Well, I trusted my doctor. So my son was born at a healthy weight and a healthy size, but his head from the Paxil grew abnormally large. And what it was the fluid on his brain was just too much, and it caused his head to get bigger. They spoke about an external shunt just to drain out, but thought it would be beneficial to go into this tummy route. It actually is almost beneficial because she's getting extra fluids in her, you know, whereas the other way, you know, it would be more likely that it would come out, you know, you would accidentally pull it or, you know, hurt the baby in some way. So Paxil had a lawsuit against them for the hydrocephalus. You know, it causes hydrocephalus in babies. It caused a lot of things. So now people they're not recommended to take it while they're pregnant anymore. So a lot of doctors will try to wean you off while you're pregnant with stuff like that. In my situation, you know, back then they thought that it was a good, you know, it was a good thing, and Paxil was okay to take while you were pregnant. But, you know, that's the thing with new drugs, you know, like this Ozempic that I'm taking. I don't know what the long-term effects are of this drug. You know, I could wind up with a head hand growing out of my forehead, in 5 years. I don't know, but it's just, it's trial and error with these new drugs. And that's the thing with mental drugs or psychotropic drugs, is that, they don't just affect you when you're pregnant, they affect your unborn child as well. And, I didn't really think of that at that time. I thought, look, I'm going to benefit from this medicine. It's going to help me not be so depressed. And, they said her seizures were from extra pressure from the fluid. Her head did not seem large, but so far, no additional seizures yet. And that's a great thing right there. See, I'm telling you, she's getting better. It's going to take time, but she's getting better. Once they put that shunt in, now it's draining the pressure off of her head, keeping her from having those seizures. So that is an awesome thing. You have migraines. Oh God, I feel so sorry for anybody that has migraines. Migraines suck so bad. And my migraines are just the same kind of migraines that Mirandy has. So I have migraines with aura, and it's like you see little flashy thingies in your eyes, and they're kind of like zigzaggy things, and you kind of feel like you can't concentrate, you can't talk, you got to be in complete darkness. You get nauseous. So, I had to have my husband walk me to the bathroom yesterday a couple of times, because I couldn't. Every time I would try to sit up, I would like fall over. I just couldn't get my bearings about me. I just kept getting really, really dizzy. And so he had helped me a lot yesterday. Thank God our shop is only, a couple miles down the road. So he came home to help me. I'm like, I have to go pee. Can you come home? He's like, you're getting on my nerves. I'm like, I'm sorry. I don't want to fall. Yours are like that with yours? Right on. Your migraines were from gluten, and yours stopped when you stopped eating gluten. Wow. Mine I thought were hormonal, but I've been through menopause already, so apparently they're not hormonal. Apparently they're or maybe they are, and maybe, when I have them, maybe that's when I'm supposed to, actually be PMSing or whatever. But I don't know. I've had them since I was 16 or 17 years old, and they're a lot better now that I've gone through menopause than they've ever been. I'll tell you that. But they were bad for years. And they get real bad. Yeah, I thought mine were hormonal too, but we decided to try and stop eating gluten. I'd get the silver flashy lights and nausea too. Oh God, that is the worst thing. Oh my gosh. The first time when I was 16, the first time that I ever had that aura, that flashing zigzaggy lights crap, oh my God, I thought I was dying. It threw me into the biggest freaking panic attack I've ever had in my whole entire life. I was like, oh my God, I'm dying. And my teacher, thank goodness, she suffered from them as well. So she knew, what was going on with me, even though I didn't. And I was like, oh my goodness, she's like, you're fine. You're just having this. And, mine are really ocular. So they're in my eyes, mostly my migraines. So they're right there in the front of my eyes. Hey, Bell, how are you, honey? Let's see. I missed a couple comments. Let me go back up here. Yeah, to be in the darkness for sure. Double shot. Hey, Colin, how are you, sweetheart? Popping in to say hi and sending healing to you and I can't even talk today. See? Upliftment. I'm trying really hard today. Hey, Queen, how are you, sweetheart? Migraines with vertigo. Same. They're awful. I don't want anyone around. Then I throw up and it gets better. Yep. Barbarian's wife said she used to have to tie bandanas really tight around her head to stop the migraines. I lay here with ice on my head or a bag of frozen peas or broccoli. I'll get my frozen foods out and I'll slap that bag on my head and I will just go to sleep. And I won't put a towel or anything. It just goes straight on my head, the plastic bag and all. And I'm like, yep, this is me. This is how I get rid of them. Yeah, you put sunglasses on to sit in the dark room. Yeah, I have to turn the TV off and everything. And your husband gets cluster headaches. See, I don't wish headaches or migraines on anybody, not even my worst enemies. I don't, because I've suffered these for years. You've never heard of that? I've done the ice. I did ice and dark rooms with sunglasses. Yeah. A lot of times I don't have, just ice. So I use my frozen vegetables and I'll just put them on there and I wind up having to throw the vegetables away most of the time. But, because I fall asleep and then it gets nasty. So you don't want to keep using them. Get some original Dramamine. It will help with the headache and vertigo. Right on. I've never even thought of that. I wind up, hey, Tinkerbell's mom, I have had to take what they call, it's called Maxalt, MLT. I wind up having to take that. And then I take 600 to 800 milligrams of Motrin right after that. You lived on Dramamine and had to go to a neurologist. That's the thing. I never was on Dramamine before, except for when I went on a cruise and I got motion sickness. But I did go to a neurologist, and that's who gave me the Maxalt. And I think I took Imitrex once or twice, but it made me throw up a lot. Oh, yours was caused from a spinal tap when you were pregnant after. Oh my God. Wow. That's crazy. I know my daughter, when she got pregnant and she had what is that thing called? I don't know why I can't think of the name of it. See, this is a couple days afterwards I deal with this, not being able to think clearly. The epidural. When she had her epidural, she wound up getting something to where it caused her migraines, and they had to go in and do a patch or something on her spine. I don't know if you know what that is or not, but that's what they wound up having to do to her. Hey, Dean, how are you, sweetheart? Hey, Tinkerbell's mom. Good to see you. And Tinkerbell's mom, if you decide what avatar you want or if you want an avatar and you decide what you want it to look like, just put it in my community post and I'll look for you in there. Your dizziness gets so bad that you were given a prescription pill for it, and now I can wake up migraine free plus no gluten. Right on. I might have to try the gluten thing seriously, because yeah, I have to stay in the dark with mine too, Roger. An epidural, that's what they give you now. Okay. Well, they wound up doing something to my daughter's, and she wound up having to have a patch, an epidural patch thing. I don't know what that is, because that's out of my league. Panda, I'll have to comment on the post. I commented on it. Okay, I will look. I will definitely look, and I will get it done just as soon as I possibly can. Oh my God, Bell. So I know a person that gets shots in their eyeballs. Oh, can you imagine? Who gets shots in their eyeballs that you know? Hey, Faith. Hi, sweetheart. Good morning or good afternoon. The one thing that helps is oxygen. Right on. That is awesome. I don't think I could live if I had to have shots in my eyeballs. No. I know that this guy that my husband knows, he has to have shots in his eyeball because his blood vessels just continually weep. They bleed all the time. So I'm not sure why he has to have them, but he does. I'm so glad everybody's having a good day today. If I could talk without stuttering today, it would be amazing, since, this is what happens. I'm trying to speak and I can't think of the words. They're right there, but they won't come out, and it sucks. I hate it. I'll be right back getting ready for my appointment. Okay, double shot. You felt sick watching them too. Are numbing. The third is to help with cluster. Oh, no, ma'am. Nope. Not me. I go to the hospital. I go to the emergency room and they give me a migraine cocktail. Yeah, they make me slur my words. It is awful. And it takes me a couple days to get back to normal after it, I still have pressure in my head right now, but it's nothing like it was yesterday. Not even close. It's probably what a normal headache would feel like for everybody else. But to me, it's just pressure right now. What'd you say, Roger? Migraine and epilepsy seizures is a circus. I can only imagine. My husband's daughters, all of them. Well, not all of them. He has 5 daughters. 4 of them have seizures. And 1 has actually been diagnosed with epilepsy. And the others have not been diagnosed. Their diagnosis is pseudo seizures as of right now. But let's see here. Tinkerbell. Before my husband had his back surgery around his neck, he got a pain shot. He told me he'd rather have the pain. Yeah. Your dog has epileptic seizures. Oh. Hey, Hondo. How are you doing, sweetheart? What am I going out to vote for? Did I miss something? I probably missed something. Did you go out and vote yesterday? You did. I did not. I was in bed with a migraine all day and just recovering today from it. What are we voting for? Did I miss something? Is it like a state thing, or is it I know it's not for the president. That is sad that the puppy has seizures. That's really sad. Let's see here. If anybody wants to come up and talk, they can. It's an open panel. But like I said, I am going to stream or, do a live on my grandson's graduation. I know a lot of people think that I shouldn't, but I do have permission, so it's okay. I'm super excited and super proud of him, and he deserves every bit of recognition that he can get because he's a good kid and he deserves everything. So, but that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to sit here and try to come up with this flower bouquet thing. You love your avatar, Queen? I am so happy. It was the primary for the presidential candidate. Oh. I'm glad you like your avatar, sweetheart. I really am. I did 3 of them. I did 4 of them. The 4th one didn't. When am I going to stream that? I'm going to stream that. So he graduates. It starts at 6:30 on Friday, so the 17th. And I'm going to videotape the whole entire thing. Well, hopefully. If my granddaughter doesn't yell at me. By the way, how are you putting them together? Are you using dowel rods? So, seen it before. I got, my daughter went and bought skewers. So the things that you shove in your meat and potatoes and, that type of stuff, your peppers and stuff, and you roast them on like kebabs, those type of skewers. So we're using those. And that's what I thought dowel rods would work, but the skewers have the sharp point at the other end of them to go into the foam stuff that is going to hold it up. So I'm excited to do this. Yeah, with fluorofoam. Yeah, exactly. She bought the hard kind, the white, hard, crunchy kind of foam. I bought the other kind that you can actually soak in water. I know we're not going to soak it in water. Let me put this up here too. If I was a felon, I couldn't vote, but I did. But I'm labeled a criminal. Type scoff with a smile, laughing. I know. They say my husband can't vote either, but he does. So make that make sense. You know, nobody knows laws apparently on here. So I vote. My husband votes. I don't know. Hondo votes. We all vote. I don't know who you guys voted for president last time, but I voted for Rob Zombie because I put my own person in there. I just wrote it in there. I was like, yep, this is what I'm going to do because I didn't like any of the people that were on the ballot. So that's that. Hey, Susie, how are you, sweetheart? Good to see you. Just talking about what I'm going to be doing this evening. I'm going to be listening to some YouTubery and make a candy bouquet for my grandson for his 8th grade graduation on Friday. You can own your own firearm. I can too. So can my husband. Oh my God. Isn't that amazing how that works? God, people are just so, they just don't really understand, I mean, my husband's gun is in his name. So there's that. What are we voting on? Haven't been around. The presidential candidates is what Hondo said. I did not know that. Wow, what a small world, right? I know. Imagine that. Imagine that you can be my husband. We're going to say this. He's a registered sex offender. We all know this, okay? It's no, I mean, it is a big deal, but it's no secret, okay? But he was never convicted of a crime. Therefore, he can own a gun. Therefore, he is not a criminal, okay, in the eyes of the law, per se. So that's that. So I apologize to everybody that sees people say the stuff that they say about me. Just know that it doesn't offend me and it doesn't bother me. I've been called much worse by much better. So there's that. Yeah, hit that thumbs up. Thank you, Faith. I appreciate that. It was the primary in your state. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. I've been called so much worse than what has been said on here that it's not a big deal to me anymore. Yeah. Aw. Yeah, hit that thumbs up for me, guys. It helps. It really does. I'm super, super excited. I will have reached my 3,000 watch hours finally because I don't make enough videos apparently because I don't like to go live very often. I got too much crap to do in my real life, that I'm not on here all that much. And I feel like sometimes I'm boring, So I just tend to do the things I do on here. I do the avatars and, do little short videos here and there. I love doing the TikTok shorts. My granddaughter, she's like, Ninny, she calls me Ninny. She's like, we need to do them together. I'm like, no, dude, you're taking my people. Stop, back off. So she's super excited. She comes over and hey, Devious, how are you, sweetheart? You love the candy bouquets, especially dark chocolate. Right on. So his, like I was saying earlier, he does not like a lot of chocolate. She gonna steal my following. Damn right she is. She gonna try. So if you see anybody in my chat named Pepe, that's my grandkid, and she tries. She tries to steal my people. A little turd. But yeah. So he likes the what is it called? He likes Reese's, and he likes like the gummy type stuff, the Swedish fish and shit like that. It's hard to get a lot of subs. I've been at 1K since 2017. I don't care. I just do YouTube as a hobby. That's pretty much what I do it for, you know. And I do, you know, love coming to like Jenny's live and stuff like that. Let's see. Same here. It breaks my heart for myself. I don't appreciate when people try to defame my name for who I am. I know, Faith, and I really think that people are really fucking shitty for doing what they've done and saying what they've said about you. And it irritates me because you are a good person and you've done nothing to anybody that I know of. You know, you've done nothing to me and I love you. So there's that. And, you know, and now you're heading out. I'll be around later. All right, sweetheart. You have a great day, double shot. Same mofo lying on me making up shit. Exactly. Yep. And that person can go fuck themselves. You know. I don't like that people have to lie about people. It's bullshit, you know. If anybody has anything to say about me, they can come ask me if it's true, or ask me, hey, can you explain this? I love you, Faith. You're a great person, you know. And for anybody to talk crap, and Devious too, you know, for anybody to talk crap about these people, it ain't cool, you know. It's sick, exactly. You want to know about my story? Ask me. I'll tell you the fucking truth. I have nothing to hide. My shit's all online, you know. I ain't got nothing to hide. I don't care. And I don't care if people are okay with me and the choices that I've made in my life or not, you know. Nobody has to live in my shoes. Nobody fucks me, feeds me, or finances me, just like, you know, other people say. So don't worry about what I do, you know. As long as I'm a good person, which I try to be the best person I can possibly be. You know, I've done some crappy crap on here, you know, to people. You know, I've done some stupid stuff, you know, and I've apologized for the things that I've done. But, you know, if you're going to continue to come at me, then expect me to come back. Exactly. If you have questions, just ask. There's no reason to just make up your own scenario or run with your own narrative. Like, to say that my husband has a stalking conviction. He does not have a stalking conviction. Anybody can go look him up. I mean, for Christ's sake, it's on CaseNet, you know, in Missouri. He had in Missouri, they call a restraining order. Whenever you get one, you can put down for stalking or harassment or any of that. So you can't stalk or harass or what's the other? I don't know. There's so many different words, and I can pull it up, you know. Hey, Beverly, how are you? You like your avatar? I see you're wearing it. Yeah, I mean, just come to me. Ask me. I'm sorry, I've never heard your husband even speak on here. He's not on there. I mean, he's never been online, you know. The only thing he does on the computer is he has games that he plays, but there's no chatting or anything. You know, there's no communication type stuff on there. And, you know, you feel seen? Aw. Aw, Panda, it's your pass. What matters now is who you are. I think I'm a good person, you know. I don't know. I may come off as a bitch, but if I come off as a bitch to people, it's because people have made me this way. It is because people you know, people have come at me sideways and I've defended myself, and people don't like people that have voices apparently on this app. You know, I'm nosy. I always ask. Like I tell my daughter, I don't judge. I just want to know exactly, you know. And if anybody ever has questions for me, you know, ask me. And, you know, I mean, I'm a smart ass, but I'll always be nice to you. I will never be mean to you, you know, unless you come sideways to me, then yeah, I might jump up your ass a little bit, but, you know, I've always been good, right? I will say, Panda, don't take no shit. And I love that. Well, I've been through a lot of bullshit in my life, and I'm tired of taking people's fucking shit, you know? It gets on my nerves. Andrew or Hondo says, I don't like my dark side when I'm pushed over the edge, but I'm crazy with bipolar disorder. It makes me rage. No excuse for my behavior, but I own everything I say. Not perfect by no means. I don't think any of us are perfect, honey. And I'm bipolar as well. And okay. So Cindy, I just have a question. This would be for anyone in this situation. Don't take this the wrong way, please. How can you be asexual, whatever, and not have been arrested? Just a question to understand. Okay, so my husband was never arrested. Basically, what happened was he was accused of something. There was no proof of it. I'm trying to explain it the best way that I know how to explain it. There was no proof that this was done to this person, and then she recanted her story twice. Twice she said it happened, twice she recanted. So they really didn't have a reason to arrest him because she kept recanting. And I guess the state picked up the case, is what I believe. The state picked up the case. Then he pled, what is that word? Nolo contendere or whatever, which means that, you know, you don't want to fight it or whatever, that you'll just agree that, you know, it could have happened, but it didn't. I don't know. I don't know how to explain that. Let me look up that. Let me look it up real quick, okay? So I'm not giving you the wrong. Okay. A plea in which a defendant is in a criminal prosecution, accepts conviction as though a guilty plea had been entered, but does not admit guilt. Okay. So basically he did that, and I don't know why he was never arrested. I guess because there was no proof, and there was, you know, he never spent a day in jail for this. You know, you can look on his record. You can call down there if you want. I mean, my God, you know, he just never was arrested. He's done a lot of things to, you know, he had to serve he had to do sex offender classes. You know, I don't know. I don't know why, you know, he wasn't arrested. I know several people that were basically in the same way as my husband, accused of something that they didn't do. And I guess because there was no proof, he was never arrested, but he, you know, the charges were there, and he went ahead and just basically said, you know, look, I didn't do this, but I'll plead nolo contendere or whatever it is. And he's on the registry. So, you know, and he wasn't on the registry at first. What had happened was he was on paper probation to where he never had to go check in or anything. But then Missouri passed a law on the offense that, so each offense has a number. It's an RSMO. And I guess they passed a law on the specific RSMO that his fell under. So he had to, I don't need to know or how to look things up. I just didn't understand. Thank you for the explanation. You're welcome. I mean, I'm trying to explain it the best that I can. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know how to understand. I don't know a lot of the things. I do know that he was scared to death to go to prison for something that he didn't do. And, just knowing the fact of what, prisoners do to child molesters, I mean, it's scary in its own right, but, I'm trying to read chat. Devious, my greatness gives off a warm glow hue. It's raped by a nuclear power plant. Let's see. Sometimes it's best to plead guilty even if you didn't do anything. Well, in this town, this area, it is sometimes better to plead guilty for things and then just have it on your record. I know that sounds really stupid, but there are so many people that are convicted every single day that did not do anything out there. And, my husband was on probation for supposed to be 5 years. He was only on it for 3 years. He did his probation, never got in trouble once. He's never been arrested before in his life. He's never had, he's never spent jail time. He's never done anything. He did do weekend things. Like he went into jail on one weekend because right when they first got divorced, because he had sent her a text message about her wedding dress or whatever. And I don't know, she threw a fit about it. So that's why he wound up with a restraining order against him, and hi, Blacks. How are you, sweetheart? Let's see. If you're known by the judges and also knowing what some a-hole judges do, I'd rather plea out sometimes before I fight for an innocent for trial, right? I can understand that, I don't personally, in my thing, I told him to fight it. He was scared. He didn't want to fight it. He was terrified. He's like, I took my lie detector test, and I know a lot of people say that lie detector tests don't matter. In the state of Missouri, you have to take lie detector tests if you're accused of any sexual crime, period. And the first one, the state pays for, and then the other ones, and you have to take multiple of them. Just letting you know, it is a thing. Hey, Fear and Loathing, how are you today? Basically my husband was told by his attorney that this is the best thing for you to do, even though there's no proof, even though it's just a he said, she said type case. He just listened to his attorney, and I told him to fight. I told him, I said, fuck this. You didn't do this. You don't need to do any time. I was scared that he would go to jail because I was scared that they would find, I wasn't sure that they wouldn't, try to make up something. I just didn't trust anybody at that point. And he trusted his attorney enough. And unfortunately, we were told that he would not have to be on this registry. Unfortunately, he has to be on this registry because the attorney was not familiar with, I guess, sex offender cases. So it's a lot. There's so much. This went on for years. This thing didn't just happen, and went over with. It took a long time for this process to go. The ex-wife sounds like the vindictive type, so no telling what would have been tried if he had gone forward. I don't think that I don't think it would have turned out good for him if he would have listened to me. Honestly, I think that he would be in jail. Oh, Cindy, you're fine, honey. I understand. I understand that you had a question about it. It's a lot. It really is. If I sat on here, it would take me probably months to fill in every single thing that happened. And, it would start with, the day that his son passed away. Okay. So they had a baby. He was 7 weeks old and he passed away. That's what all of this came from. All of this came from that one incident. And, it would take a long, long time to really tell everybody everything. And everybody's like, well, how do you know? Because I was here. I lived right next door. I know everything that has happened. I was friends with her. We were friends, it's just, there's just a lot. We weren't like best friends, but we were friends, and, things happened, and their son passed away, and he was only 7 weeks old. And, it was a lot. We don't do tip jar here. Yeah, I'm not scared to answer any questions. I will try my best. I'm having a hard time talking today, but other than that, yeah. Cindy, Panda isn't scared to answer any questions, and if you had that question, others did too. So actually, you're helping. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind answering any questions about it. A lot of it probably won't make sense. A lot of laws are different in different states. I just know what happened in our experience with being accused. Okay. And I say our experience because he's not the only person that went through this. We all went through this. His daughter went through this. The ex-wife went through it. I went through it. My kids went through it. My grandkids have gone through it. All of us have gone through this together, because at that time, my daughter and my grandkids lived here with us, and I do, let's see here. Sadly, it comes down to deep pockets too. You're absolutely right. That is so true. Trials are expensive, and I understand why some people plead out even when not guilty. It's a broken system regardless, and you are so, so correct. I mean, just in the little amount of time, the years that we were going back and forth to court, we're talking over 30 grand, just to fight this, So, when you live in a small town, a majority of the people and what goes on in that town. Exactly. And if you ask anybody in this town, they love my husband. Everybody knows he didn't do this. Everyone around here knows that he didn't do anything wrong. And I'm not going to sit there and say that, anybody agrees with any of this, but, hey, Panda, he's your husband. And as long as you're good with him and love him, then that's your business. If you're good with it, then nobody else's beeswax. Exactly. That's okay, Faith. I don't want people giving me money. And the only reason why is because I don't ever want to be called a grifter or nothing like that. The things that I do is out of the kindness of my heart. I don't do anything on this channel except for talk. Sorry, I'm trying to move my CPAP hose over. It's in the way. I've had to delete so many hate messages on my video last month. It was bad. Oh, my thing is, it's not our business, and no one should be speaking on it. It's all right. I don't mind. It don't bother me. It's life, And people are assholes. You're absolutely right, Devious. People are assholes. every day, you know. I'm the type of person, see, me and my husband we're two different types of individuals. He is the type that will cower down to any threats, you know. Me, I'll be up in your face. I'll be like, let's do this, you know. So I'm glad that I'm going to say graduation is going to be on Friday. Graduation is Saturday. I will miss it. I will be on the replay crew for it, but I'm so excited to watch. Graduation's on Friday evening. And I'm super, super excited for this. And no, everybody's going to ask, is your husband going? No, my husband's not going. Because of the things that have been happening on YouTube. He doesn't want, somebody to call up there or say anything negative, and I don't know. It's just easier if he stays home since everybody's, saying that he's not allowed there or whatever, which is bullshit because he has permission to go, but he's not going to go. He's going to stay home, unfortunately. This really hurts my heart because my grandson loves him to death and wants him there, but you're psyching yourself up to go into Walmart. Trust me, I know how that feels. I hate going into Walmart. I don't blame him. People are sick and will do the nastiest shit. Exactly. I mean, it's annoying. It really is. Oh, I will miss it. We're taking our boys on a little trip to celebrate their 5th graduation. Aw. Same here. It takes me a very long time to get mad. Not even that I get disappointed. Your real life is no one. I can't even talk today. This is hard. It's none of my business. All I know is you're very kind with a great personality. Thank you, Beverly. I appreciate you very much, honey. When this all came out, I was very upset and very scared that people wouldn't be as caring as they've been, and understanding. Let me just say that there's a lot of people out there that have been convicted of crimes that they did not do. There's people right now living on death row that are going to die because someone lied. Okay. Thank God that's not the situation here. That's all I have to say about that. Just thank God that is not the situation here. There are people out there that will ruin other people's lives for no other reason than to be vengeful. And it's sad, But I'm excited to make this little candy thing for my grandson, and he's excited to get it. I know. He's like, what's it going to look like? What's it going to look like? I'm like, I'm not telling you, boy. So what's everybody doing today besides listening to my rant? Somebody come up here and talk. And devious. So, and I was looking at my father's fishing pole, and I don't want to get rid of it yet. Aw. You vote Devious to come up? Devious, take a link, bitch. No, I second the vote. Let's see here. I once beat up a black bear over a matter of peanut butter and jelly sandwich. He wasn't going to get my sandwich while I was fishing. Oh, shit. Stop it. Tater, I agree. It is so much of the same bullshit every single day. this person's going after this person, or this person's going after this person. And then you got people that you can't even fucking trust in Discord or to be your friends, or then they want to, they want to be friends with this person and this person, but they want to go behind your back and talk crap about everybody else. That's makes my head hurt just thinking about it. My grandma always told me when I was getting bullied as a teenager was that people who are mean and bully are miserable or hurt themselves. I try to remember that to this day. Exactly. And they go way back to shit that don't even matter anymore. Exactly. You have a sore throat today and you treated yourself to some Thai coconut curry. Ooh, I wonder is that good? Faith, I'm with you. Aw. This is kind of fish and pull is it? I might have a video on how to clean in my older videos. Right on. This right here says it all. They go way back. Oh, we're talking years back. Gosh, I don't even know how many people would, I don't know how far back you could actually go for all these videos that people are pulling up. I mean, shit. Let's see. I like your avatar, Faith. That's pretty. I gotta make, I made Beverly's. Who else's did I have to make? Tinkerbell's. That's right. I'm gonna make Tinkerbell's. It's spicy and delicious with bell peppers and chicken. 10 out of 10. Right on. It does sound really good. So is curry spicy? Because I've never had curry before. I don't even know what it is. I eat meat and potatoes, and that's about it. Andrew secretly sings Barney songs when he poops. Shut the hell up. Oh my God. Wow, Angelo. Wow. What's your response to that? Oh my goodness. Well, I don't know what else to say, what else to talk about. I was kind of thrown by the whole Hondo, haven't touched it. It gives me tears all the time. Oh, sweetheart, I'm so sorry. So sorry. I lost my dad in 2012. So I had a different type of relationship with my father than probably most of y'all have with yours. But that's for another day. So my mom, I lost her. Angelo secretly singing Village People songs. Why her helps Yoko. Oh my God. But my mom passed away when I was 16. My mom was 36. She had cancer. And she had liver cancer. And then it spread to her stomach, pancreas, gallbladder, and intestines, and colon. There's my Mizzy Miz. It's my Mizzy Miz. Mizzy, you have to take a link. You have to come up here and talk to me, baby. Hey, Masked Angel, how are you? Glad to see you guys coming in. Click the link. Come up here. I'm so bored, and I don't want to get off here just yet. Let's see here. Hondo, he was he has deep sea fishing pole too, or also. We gave the boat to his, oh, Faith. That's what kind I have too. I have a Zebco too. Not that one though. Oh my God. You guys crack me up. Missy, what are you doing today? "36, that's so young. Very sad. Did they ever attribute it to something?" She just basically got she got cancer in her liver, and back then, if you had liver cancer or colon cancer or anything like that, it killed you. There was no real cures or anything like that. The survival rate was very. You keep freezing up when you take the link. Okay. Their survival rate was very few and far between at that point. We're talking back in 1987 when she got. You're just getting adjusted to country life, huh? It is quite different than city life for sure. I would not trade this for the world. I would never. I love it in the country. But yeah, she had cancer, and she was only 36, and so she got it, and well, apparently she had it for years, and she went in for a pap test. And hey, Toughest Nails, how are you, sweetheart? You're living in the holler? Panda, I got Zebcos with 0-hour bomber stamped on them before it was ever called Zebco. Oh, wow. Damn. Those are worth money. Those are worth a lot of money. That's awesome. You are so welcome to Toughest Nails. My mom is in a better place. So another thing that you guys will learn about me is about death with me. It's I loved my mother. She was my best friend, but she's in a better place. And one day I will see her again, and I don't look at it as a sad thing. Okay. Yeah, it upsets me sometimes, and yeah, I cry about it. But for the most part, I look at it like this. She's in such a better place than she is with God, and she is, he needed her more than I needed her, okay, at the time, and that's why he took her. So that's how I have to look at things to make me okay with losing her at such a young age. When you're 16 years old, you need your mother or your father, as much as you can. And my father's situation wasn't the best at all. But my mom, she was the shit. She was awesome. She really was. She was a great lady. So there's the masked angel. I hate to duck out. I have to head to the hospital, toward the hospital. I get my 10 minutes at 4 with Rosie. I'll watch for the photo of the bouquet. Okay, honey. You have a good day and drive safe, okay? I might give one of my old reels away. I don't hold on to much sentimental value to you. You lost your mom at age 11. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's not fun. I can tell you that. I'm trying to get there. I just lost my mom in December after a long battle with cancer. So my mom was diagnosed in February and she died in September. So 6 months after she was diagnosed, she had apparently had this for years and did not know it. She went in for an annual pap test and they felt a lump and it was on the inside of her, and it wound up being a tumor on her. Uh, I guess it was such a big tumor that it was on her liver, and it was pushing down into her stomach somehow, some way. Anyway, she had to, let's see, lost my mother-in-law a few years ago due to lung cancer. Okay. Sorry, somebody just texted me. Hang on one second. Let me see this. Okay, Mirandy. Can never imagine. My dad passed away over 7 years ago, and I'm still a bit lost without him. It's so hard losing a parent. It is hard losing a parent, especially when they're your best friend, at the time. Like I said, I was only 16 years old, and she literally was my best friend. It took a long time for me to come to terms with her being gone. I lost my mom and my real dad and stepdad in my older years. It was rough, but not as rough as if I lost it as a kid. I think that for females at that time in our age, we need our moms the most at that point. And maybe not so much for males. I don't know. Maybe they need them just as much too. I don't know. I don't think it's any easier on either person, either sex, to lose their moms or their dads, unless you have, unless you don't have great parents. Which I had an awesome mother. My dad maybe not so much, but that story with him will have to come another time when I'm stronger, because I'm not strong yet for that. But yeah, she lost her. Oh, Faith, you're fine, honey. She lost her battle with cancer on September 25th. My birthday is August 25th. She died a month after my 16th birthday, and it was hard. It was definitely hard. Your mom had multiple myeloma. Sorry. Ugh. And the last few years were very hard. In the beginning, I was glad she was in a better place, but now I'm just missing my mom. I know, sweetheart. I know. Grief is a funny thing. It is. You lost your twin sister to a drunk driver when I was 17. That really fucked me up over my parents passing. I couldn't even imagine if I had a twin. There'd be two of me. Ooh. See, and that's something that we didn't know about you, that you were a twin. And I'm sorry about your sister, sweetheart. I don't talk to my sister anymore. I have a sister. I have a brother. I don't talk to either one of them. It's not that I don't want to. It's just that we just haven't. I think we are all so involved in our own lives that we just don't take the time to reach out. Hey, Margie Jones, how are you today? Glad you're here. You have a good day too, sweetheart. You have a good day. Yeah, it's not easy. It isn't. That's my grandmother's birthday. She would have been 94 this year. She was my best friend, and I lost her in 2019. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, sweetheart. I'm glad you're doing good, Margie. If I can go, oh, Faith, you're such a sweetheart. If I can go through this screen, hundo, I would hug you very tight. I think we all would. Does anybody have any other questions or have any other things they want to talk about? Sometimes it's good to talk about, our losses. Everyone from the South, what is your favorite Southern meal? Huh. Well, I don't know. I lived in Florida. Is that South enough? I'm not from there. I'm from Missouri, but I lived there. Roger, you have a good day too, sweetheart. I love you. I'll see you later. I think my favorite Southern meal would have to be, I don't know if it's even considered a Southern meal, but I love fried chicken with, what about a Yankee in the South? Of course, Mizzy. I like exactly. I love fried green tomatoes, Margie. I love mashed potatoes, and I love some good fried chicken. I mean, some really good fried chicken. It's why I hate drunk drivers. Me and my sister were very close, and we knew what each other would think. She was the smarter one. I was dumb as fuck. She was so smart. She went to college at a young age. Oh, wow. Wow. I don't like drunk drivers either. So that's why I don't fuck with Michelle, you know. Yeah, I'll call that trained Yankee. Meatloaf, mashed potatoes, fried okra and mac and cheese, chocolate chess pie. I don't know what a chess pie is, but that sounds damn good. I've never had okra in my life. It looks funny to me, but I want to try it. It does look funny to me. It looks like a funny little thing, but I do want to try it. My granddaughter, she eats pickled okra. I don't know if that's any good either. It looks gross to me. I don't think I could get past the little seed things in it. I'm a texture person, so if it's weird looking, I can't get past it. Brisket, fried okra, mac and cheese. So everybody likes fried okra, so I'm gonna have to try that for sure. Even though pickled okra looks really gross. You're not a fan of okra, okay? Huh. Well, guys, I think I'm gonna get off here. I think I'm gonna go and walk my dogs, all 95,000 of them, all these chihuahuas laying here in the bed looking at me like I'm doing the most. Fried okra is yummy. It's like mini zucchini. Right on. But anyway, I'm going to head out of here and get this little, what you call it. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Fear and Loathing says, oh shit, y'all don't fuck around. I'm a barbecue. Tri-tip ranch beans and asparagus. I'm from West Coast. We don't do carbs. Oh, okay. Since we're talking about weird Southern foods, cough, cough. Here I go. Roadkill raccoon potluck barf. Okay. I've never had raccoon, but I've had squirrel and frog legs and turtle soup. And yeah, I've had shark's tail and alligator. I've had some funky foods. And I don't think I'm going to eat no raccoon. Sorry. I would definitely not try raccoon. No. Oh, and you know what is really gross? So I know a lot of people like gizzards. Blech. and livers. Blech. Those are two gross things that I can't get past. Like I said, it's a texture thing. So liver is really, 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 really tough. And I can't get past that. It's like chewing on a shoe leather. It's gross. What's this? Hondo, you're very intelligent and humble man. I love it. Oh, when the smart butt comes out of you, it makes my day. Aw. See, I don't understand how anybody could talk about you, Faith. It really pisses me off still. Makes no sense to me at all. None. Nope, no livers or gizzards. Yep, that's me right there. Blech. Yuck. All right, guys. Oh, no, Tinkerbell. No. Grandma, we cannot eat chicken liver pate. Ugh. That's like brown swagger. No. No. Oh, on that note, I'm going to end my stream. I love you guys. You guys have a great day. Sorry if I was boring today. I'm still trying to get over, the pressure in my head, making me stutter and not be able to concentrate or focus too much. You guys have a great day, and I will be back here Friday to stream my grandson's graduation at 6:30 p.m. And I love you guys. You guys have a great rest of the day. And Tinkerbell, I will try to get started on that just as soon as possible, and I will tag you in it. So, Fear and Loathing, you're always welcome here. You guys give me some thumbs up, please. That means so much to me. I appreciate you all. Have a great day. Bye.